Your ex does any of these three things, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've moved on. Part 2. Hi, I'm Christina, I'm a relationship coach and breakup navigator. Let's get into it. This one may seem kind of obvious to a lot of people, but they reach out in certain emotional moments, whether that's your birthday, for the holiday, whatever it is. They reach out briefly and say, hey, happy birthday, hope you have a great day. And then it's pure silence. A lot of the time it's them breadcrumbing, trying to test the waters and see how you're going to respond. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to come back full swing right after sending you that message. But based on how you respond, if you do even respond, it leaves the door open to you like, okay, they're kind of accepting it. Maybe I can try something later on. 2, they are probably one of the first people to watch your socials. And a lot of the time people are going like, what does that mean? They're not reaching out. It simply means they want to know what the heck you're doing. Are you moving on? Are you glowing up? If they're one of the first people to look at it, it's because they're curious. But keep in mind, us as humans in general, we're going to be curious about each other's lives and what the other is doing because we hate being in the unknown. So obviously, yes, if they're not talking to you, but they're checking your socials, it's because they're curious about what you're doing. They want to know. Does that necessarily mean that they're going to go right away and reach out? No, because a lot of the time people have a lot of pride and they're too scared to do it right away. Or they're just like, no, you know what? I don't want to be the one to chase them and to come back. But that can't stop them from being curious about everything that's going on in your life. And therefore, they check your socials a lot. And number 3, they reach out to you for very random reasons that make no sense. They could probably get the information from somebody else, but hey, they're reaching out to you. It's something to keep the connection going. Now, this is not to say that they're going to come back full swing. A lot of the times because people want to run from their emotions and they want to keep the connection alive, they'll reach out and you responding to them slaps up a band-aid on the hurt and being like, okay, good. Like, they're still there. And then they go about their day. It doesn't take away the fact that maybe they're so confused and they might not even come back to this. But you fill a hole in their healing in a way. And so by you responding to the random messages, it helps them in their healing in their own way, if that's what they need. If they do want to come back after sending those kind of messages, you're going to notice that those random reasons start to become a little bit more frequent to the point that they're actually then going to start to ask you probably about your day-to-day. Let me know what you think in the comments, but if you want in-depth advice, I have questions available in my Stan store now.